Hi, welcome back channel TrainStation2. Alright, so happy to share the first in the second competition as well. So really happy we got about 700 event coins already. We just need another win in order to claim that 1000 event coin train. So here we go, doing as usual the EPH start, which is collecting all the completed jobs at the start of the competitions only. So here, as we progress, there were more and more jobs being unlocked, and they give you opportunity to choose whatever you want to put in there in the event map itself. So unlocked in region, of course, that means just tougher and tougher jobs as usual. Quantity being asked for seems to be on the rise. We have 752, we need 140. That's still alright. I mean, gradually when you move forward deeper into the event completion 100%, things will get really tough. You can see here we're getting a train right now. Really happy with this. So we have 2 rare and 3 common. Definitely going to do that upgrade for that common train since we have tons of common parts. Always having the problem with only the coins, which is the goal. So here we go. We have 3 fully upgraded common trains. We still have 1 more rare train at 27. There's 3 more upgrades to make it full. And then, of course, once we get hanged of the legendaries, I think that would be the lifesaver. Definitely, I think along the way, you just got to make sure you collect all the event items to ensure your production in the event factory continues. So, end of the day, it's about warehouse space. I think we all understand that at a certain point. It's not that we do not want to collect tons of those raw materials for preparation, but it's just that we do not have enough space. So that's my common problem. So that's the reason why sometimes you really have to plan well. You can see here the word that's most hated, warehouse full, always appears. And if that's the situation for you, likewise, and if you are still in the early regions, I urge you focus into doing the 5 building technique, which is laying out just 5 buildings, and then with that you have constant 4 numbers of that event, or not event, actually it's building requests. Complete them, and you have additional populations, and with that you can do your warehouse upgrading. I started really late into this. I think about region 3 or 4, I can't recall now, and really didn't focus much on that. I think some people would be asking, how do I level up fast? Constantly I'll be replying the same, which is do not do that, because you'll regret it. Because once you go up further into the game, where you level up, things just get tougher. It's so much fun. I mean, when you are in the earlier regions, whereby you can upgrade your trains at a really cheap cost, things isn't that tough. So all this contributes to a lot. So you can do a lot more. You can achieve much more at a lower region. So the event here is good because it just gives you some choice. So you get some interaction in a way, and you feel certain level of ownership that you could choose and what you want to build. But again, all this is part and parcel of improvement we can see from Pixar. What's not really improving is the way is basically asking you for more money, real money, because the control for certain resources, like I said, gold. Then definitely that's something that some people can't resist but to give in and pay real money for it, because without gold you can't do upgrading, so you could be a bit slower. The other thing I think you really got to work hard for is the parts itself. So certain parts be running low certain point in time, like rare parts for me. Common parts are plenty, but not for rare parts. Gems are people that's really precious items, so people really tempted to hasten the process of manufacturing or delivery. So gem spending became too heavy, and eventually they just succumb to spending real money for gems as well. So all this, you really have to think through what you really want of the game. For me, I'm free to play, so just gotta earn the gems while watching videos or during the events where we save up gems. And as usual, I want to be spending 3 of the precious commodity gems, Union dollars, and gold in the first 3 competitions, which I always emphasize they're the easiest of the 6. Once that's done and I got my hand of the legendary trains, I will basically start saving the 3 precious commodities again from the 4th, 5th, and 6th competition, and even the mini events. I will not be spending of them. So that allows sustainability in a way, because otherwise there's no way you can sustain in such a long drawn competitions of 6 numbers. And if that's the case, you wouldn't have sufficient for the next long competitions, and you will lose. Particularly for me, entering the new region, I should not be doing well. But like I said, if you plan well, there's still a chance. So what I did was really I focused on the high EP jobs, the 75 EP jobs, which require the event trains, which definitely I've upgraded them. So that is something that I gotta strategize, because if I've been using my region job trains, I'll be losing end. So this is something you gotta think about if you want your focus on the 75 versus 35. You're doing every job twice the amount of EP. So your outlay is smaller in terms of the quantities of items being asked for, but the rewards is double. It may take longer, but if you have invested like me into upping the capacity itself, then it takes you 2 hours for every 75, which is quite equivalent or even better that 35, because that 35 jobs may allow you to use the other train types, but thinking about the quantity being asked for, it just drain your resources, and with first of that, definitely you'll be losing end. So I'll always focus on the 75, then I do the 45, and last but not least I do the 25 or 30. So that's always the priority in that context, and that's how you should do. I mean, end of the day, it's all about winning the first 3 competition, and we can relax for the remaining 3, because even winning the rest of the competition just give you parts, which is not a lot at the end of the day. It's just small number of parts, so I'm not going to waste my effort and sleep into that. So definitely the first 3, and the first 3 people tends not to use the max or out attempt. So in that context, you have a higher chance of winning. And of course, the most important thing is persistent in playing it every hour in a way. And also starting late. Always start late. If you could 12 hours late, that will be the best timing. Then of course, you could, like I said, strategize into even your dispatchers. They should be collecting raw materials before they send out for dispatch, and you could grab them as much as possible that your warehouse can afford. Otherwise, increase your warehouse, like I said, 5 building techniques, or to use the non-event factories to store materials and clear your warehouse for the event items. So these are some methods you can do to eliminate the problem of warehouse full. So and again, Union dollars spending, you got to time it appropriately, and the use for the train types. Like I said, Union dollars are a precious commodity. You do not want to waste them. It takes a lot of effort to save them up. So that's how I've been doing so far, and I'm really lucky in a way, not meeting a gem spender, and really happy to achieve 2 numbers of wins so far. I'm hoping, like I said, the 3rd one works as well, and then we should be able to relax after that. And with the 2 legendaries unlocked, when I have another one is from the 4,000 event keys, I think that would do the magic in a game changer all the way. So this is things I've been hoping for. This time around, I don't really see 100 EP dropped, but we see the 75 EP drop. But that makes sense, because there's no point putting 100 EP drops required legendary train that you don't have any, which is quite silly. So probably Pixel decided to make a change after a few events of probably people saying that they're quite silly, which is a fact of choice. That they decide to do silly stuff sometimes. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe, and wish you good luck in the 3rd competition. Goodbye.